I single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Manis.
Your question was, how has podcasting benefited me? And I would say it's gotten me a little bit of a following. Not that I have a following, but some of my followers
that
are from the podcast.
Truly your fans, though. Not, you know what I mean?
They're truly my fans. Listen to my podcast. Yeah. And then it's gotten me a little bit of money. I don't get consistent numbers. I don't get consistent sponsorships, but I have had a few sponsors.
It's more than you were getting. Plus, you're able to tell your brand of comedy and opinions and stuff. You control it.
And because I'm such a nerd and a tech nerd, I've learned all this stuff, and I've been able to help more established comedians get theirs going, and that's helped me build relationships and gotten more stage time from it.
Yeah.
And other things. So that's how it's helped me.
Interesting.
And it's another chance to connect with people. Like, you know, we're friends, but we don't hang out.
Correct. We do
and
shows
now we're
and
hanging
stuff.
out for an hour.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So there's
also, I forgot my point, but New York. They're fully, like, those guys have 3 podcasts apiece, and they're making money. The New York guys really do this. We kind of
That's the other thing. If you're in that circle and you're friends with everyone and everyone's willing to help
pass you around.
It gives you a career. For me, I'm not famous. No one, you know.
That's true. Joe Rogan is pretty much Johnny Carson and people.
Yeah, if Joe Rogan likes you, if you're friends with Joe Rogan and he puts you on his podcast 3 times, now your podcast is instantly making money. You're selling a lot more tickets on the road.
Seriously.
You're a headliner.
From 3 appearances on Rogan.
Potentially. You know, and they like you. Certain people go on Rogan and they get a lot of hate.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. Because they're
His fans like what they like. I went on Theo's podcast recently.
Yeah.
Big opportunity.
Uh-huh.
His fans hate me on YouTube.
Why? Are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? I don't know.
What is it about you that they hate?
A lot of comments were about me being Jewish, so nothing I can do about that.
So he's a lot of his fans could be a little racist.
I guess. People just said unlikable, douche, every mean thing you could think of.
Okay.
Was said about me in these comments.
Well, you made it, bro. Are you one of those people that?
And there were some positive comments too.
Yeah.
It wasn't all negative.
Are you one of those people that post something and then like read the comments on the?
I can't help it, man. I can't help
but read
the comments.
And this might sound like I'm full of shit. I don't read anything. I literally
That's
don't
healthier.
even.
That's
I don't
way better.
even.
Yeah, that way you just think about what you want to do, what makes it's funny to you, and you do it.
Because when I first started reading it, I read it before, and I kind of thought it was funny. I laughed, right? And I did Conan, right? And it's not me, Brad. I'm just saying I did Conan. And I was looking at the comments from after I did the show. 'Cause I want to see what people, you know. Mm-hmm. And I had some love, but it was a lot of hate and Craig. I just started laughing because either they were really funny, the insults, or they were like super weak. And then it's like I didn't feel any way about it, and I just don't read them because if I keep getting books, I'm doing something right.
You are. You're killing it, and I think I'm doing okay.
You're doing fine.
So it doesn't matter.
You got me to come. You're doing great. I'm joking.
It does. The comments don't matter. They only bring me down.
Yeah.
And I can't help but read them.
You can't help but read them?
At least a little bit. I stopped reading it. Like, after day 1 of reading negative comments, I'm like, I'm not reading those anymore.
I forget which celebrity said it. 10% are going to hate you no matter what. 10% are going to love you no matter what you do. Just focus on the people in the middle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I think part of it is they don't know who I am. Mm-hmm. Part of it, maybe they're a little jealous.
Could be. People don't know what they want. Theo's been hilarious for freaking years.
Yeah.
And then the podcast is what kind of blew him up. Right. So people they don't know what they want.
Part of it, I think, is I've come to the conclusion this year that I have one of those faces that people just don't like.
Very punchable face.
Yeah.
Very.
Like you
have a Mark Zuckerberg face.
Yeah. So there's certain people who don't even know me.
Yeah.
Might not even have ever met me. I could be, or they did, and I was nice to them. They go, I don't like that guy.
Okay.
For no reason.
Okay.
I have one of those qualities.
You know why?
I
think maybe you have a dry delivery.
That too.
Very.
Yeah. No energy.
I know you're a nice guy, funny dude, but you have a very dry What's up?
Yeah, monotone.
Monotone.
Dry. So some people take that as not that nice.
Exactly.
Or has a stick up his ass.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But
You say, hey, what's up? I'm Ari. You're not like, hey, what?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's because I masturbate a lot.
You masturbate a lot?
Yeah.
I don't masturbate at all at often. And that's why I'm the complete opposite.
At all?
Not
ever?
often. Not often.
Not often, yeah.
I'm like a once a monther.
Once a month?
Once a monther. I like to have sex with women. So I don't get.
Who doesn't?
Of course. I don't know. I grew up really religious. So I got used to not
so you
doing
feel
it.
guilty?
Not guilty. But I grew up religious early on. And so I just wasn't used to doing it. And I just kind of stayed in that. Let me not say once a month, twice a month maybe.
Okay. But do you get urges more than twice a month, or that's it? Twice a month is all you really want to do.
I really don't get urges, man. Hopefully I'm in a position where I have something around, like I got a piece of a woman somewhere. No, hopefully I can do that. But I'm just like I like to just be fucking busy.
Yeah.
So I don't need to. I'm not at home a lot, just kind of chilling. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't masturbate a lot growing up because of religion, so I just kind of got used to it.
Yeah, it's a good pattern to get used to.
Not really. I wish I'd have jerked off more. Maybe I wouldn't be so high strung. You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe there's a balance for both of us. Maybe you need to a little bit more, and I need to a little bit less.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you. I probably should a lot more. But
what do you think's the perfect amount of masturbation? Once a week?
I think normal. I think twice a week.
Twice
probably
a week
normal
would
for
be
people.
Yeah, twice a week would be totally appropriate.
Because like even when I have a girlfriend, I only want to have sex about 3 times a week. I don't this everyday shit. 3-4 times a week.
I think 3 times a week is fine, but if it starts at 3 times a week.
No. When you first start, you're going whenever.
Okay, yeah.
But in like a regular.
Oh, that's normal. Yeah,
regular, normal
married couples have sex maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's crazy, but I guess I'm not married.
Yeah, I've never been married, but it gets to that point with almost every married couple.
I guess 3 times a week, sex would be fine.
What about your thoughts on polyamorous relationships? Would you ever have multiple girlfriends?
I would love to. I don't know if I can find a girl that would be cool with that. I would love to have like a main, like T-Pain the rapper.
I've heard of him.
He has buy you a drink. That dude.
Yeah.
He has a wife, and him and his wife will go out and find a girl. So the girl is always, you know what I'm saying? She's always on a Ferris wheel. It's always she's always moving, but the wife stays. I'd love that. Have a wife. And maybe bring in a girlfriend once in a while or a girl to hook up with. But I don't know what my wife...
So maybe a bisexual wife would be perfect
I'll be cool
for
with
you.
that. I'll be cool with that. I wouldn't care. Yeah,
Sounds
I'm
great.
cool with that. Yeah.
I think that's a doable thing.
It's a doable thing. And a lot of women are down with that. Or at least a wife who lets us bring a girl in every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Not every time.
Not every time, but every once in a while, you can switch it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of women today are being more open to that than they may have been before.
I think I don't even want to get married.
No?
No, I'm open to having a girlfriend and a committed relationship.
Yeah.
But what's the point of marriage?
Yeah, it's just a legal thing.
It's just a document. There might be tax or money benefits, but if you're poor, they don't matter.
Yep.
And if you're super rich, it doesn't matter.
No
you got
man
money.
wants to get married. It's always for them.
Yeah.
She feels like she needs to get married for her family or for whatever, to say I've achieved something. So you do it because you love her.
Right.
But I can't name a guy who's like really about getting married.
They're out there.
They probably are.
If they're raised in a good family, same thing. Same as the girls. They're just,
I'm saying Terrell Battle's life. I don't know guys like that. I'm sure they're out there, but I don't know dudes like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So your family wouldn't care if you got married or not?
I'm sure my mom wants me to. My dad, they're divorced. My dad doesn't give a shit. I do want to get married though. I would love to get married.
There you go. See, you want to.
I want to get married though. That's just me. I love relationships.
But I still like relationships.
What I'm saying, my point is, if my wife said I don't want to do the wedding, we'll just be together, I would be cool with that too.
Yeah,
she'd be my wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't mind getting married if I had to get.
What about your brother?
He's gonna get married, and he's always in love. My brother's stays in love.
Is he in a committed relationship right now?
Right now, yeah, he is. Yeah, but he's always in love with somebody. He's always in love. I don't remember my brother single too much, and he's my twin.
What are the main differences between you and your brother as twins?
I think my brother is a heightened version of me. People say twins are totally opposite. We're the same, but he's heightened.
So more energy?
Yeah.
Masturbates even less?
I don't know. We don't talk about that.
Would that be weird to talk about?
I think my turn-up level is 8. His turn-up level is a...
Did you guys share a room growing up?
Yeah, we did.
Another reason not to masturbate.
We shared a bed at one point.
What?
As kids, really young kids.
Just because your family couldn't afford 2 beds?
Yeah, everybody in the heck didn't grow up nice Nice picket fence like you. All right. We
I had
shared
my
a
own
bed.
room growing up.
Did you? Yeah, that's
Always.
wow.
Yeah.
Balling.
And I had 2 brothers. We each had our own room.
You're the 1%. No,
Yeah.
we had a bunk bed, and the bunk bed broke, and then we had to share a bed for like a really long time.
How long?
I want to say like 6th grade or something.
Till 6th grade.
To like 6th
Until
grade or
6th
something.
grade.
But we didn't.
So years.
It was a while because our basement didn't have
Multiple years you shared a bed with your brother.
I would say like maybe 2 or 3 years.
And did that bring you guys closer together?
Not
or
really.
did-
Our family's tight. We just grew up together. It wasn't even a thing.
Was there ever a period in your lives where you hated each other?
Oh yeah, me and my brother. We probably didn't speak my whole senior year of high school and freshman year of college. We probably speak for 2 years.
Do you remember why?
We just didn't get along. We had different friends. We didn't like each other. He was a football player. He had an ego. I was in drill team. I was a whole different person.
You were a drill team?
I was
with the rifles?
We did unarmed. I was a cadet lieutenant colonel. I was the highest ranking
in high school.
in high school. I was the highest ranking.
So you were a nerd.
Well, let's be clear. In DC,
There's no cool kids on the drill team.
But let me explain. Let me give you context. In DC, ROTC and stuff is life because it's DC.
Right.
Any town when it's a military town, ROTC is
so it is cool.
It's cool in that.
Okay.
Let me not say cool, but for the context of what it is in DC, it's a cool thing to do. Like everybody does it.
Right.
So of course, a football quarterback is a football quarterback. But in a military town, the head of the drill team, that's like a football quarterback in that world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, you take that, you go anywhere else, get out of here. But in D.C.
I went to a military high school.
Yeah.
Did you know that about me?
No, I
went
didn't
to
know that.
New Mexico Military Institute.
Is that because you got in trouble or your parents?
I never got in serious trouble, but me and my parents didn't get along.
So it was like they sent you away to school.
They sent me away I really wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And they kind of wanted me to leave.
Where'd you grow up?
San Diego.
They sent you to New Mexico. They sent
Yeah,
you out
Roswell,
of the state.
New Mexico.
As a
Military school.
15-year-old.
As a 13-year-old.
What was that like? You didn't know anybody.
13 to 15.
They fly
it
you.
was, so initially, I think as a 13-year-old kid who's a little bit rebellious, it was exciting. Then it was horrible because you realize, oh, I guess my life was pretty good, and now I don't have parents, and now I'm stuck in Roswell. Yeah. So first you're like, yeah, fuck my parents, I don't need them.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go away to military school.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Then a week into military school, you get homesick. You're 13.
Yeah, you're 13.
Your parents sent you away.
Yeah.
I don't have my own room anymore for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. Life isn't
You realize,
as easy.
oh shit,
I had it pretty good. So then it was horrible for 6 months, let's say.
So you were depressed for 6 months.
Yeah.
And how did it get better?
Then you kind of get used to it.
Okay.
And you make some friends.
Okay.
And you basically your life starts. So it's like
Okay.
when you first move to LA
Yeah.
and don't know anyone, it can be challenging, but you're an adult, so you could cope with it better.
Yes.
But when you're a kid and you move somewhere new, you're like, your whole world's flipped upside down.
It was completely humbling.
It was completely humbling and kind of just restarted me as a person. But then once you figure things out, you make some friends, you have a routine going, you get a little happier, and you go, okay, this isn't that bad.
So how did your relationship with your parents end up becoming after that?
Better. It's still, I would say, not the best relationship in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think we're the closest family in the world, but now that we don't live, all it took was we don't do well living together is what I realized.
Everything's fine. Yeah.
Everything's fine if we don't live together.
Me and my mom are best friends when I'm out of the town. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're stuck under the same roof and you're around each other too much, I'm just at each other's throats.
You have like 2 brothers, right?
I have 2 younger brothers. One lives next door to me.
Oh, that's
One
cool.
Okay, here's something that happened. My family is going to Japan in January.
Okay.
That makes me sound pretty rich too.
It does make you sound really rich. All right.
Yeah, so my family is going on a family trip to Japan.
My family's going downtown D.C. for Christmas. We're not
DC's nice too, capital of America.
I'm from
Great place.
D.C.
Big
We live in
tourist
Atlanta.
area.
So yeah.
So about a few years ago, we went to Tanzania, Africa together to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Wow, you guys are wealthy. When white people go to Africa, that's how you know they got money.
Although it's cheap to go to, it's cheap to live in Africa.
But white people with money go to Miami for the weekend. They go to Fort Lauderdale. When you go to Africa, y'all got paper.
We want to check it out, dude.
We're so rich, we can be uncomfortable in an uncomfortable country. That's money.
Yeah, I mean, my parents have money. My parents have money.
Yeah.
Do they give it to me? No. Of
course,
but they got it. So we went to, but they paid for my trip to Africa. So we did that. and what should have been an incredible experience wasn't as incredible because we're all at each other's throats
the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah.
So that trip, I said to myself, I am never going on another family vacation.
Okay.
Again, that was the final one where I'm like, I'm too old.
Yep.
I'm not doing it again. It's not fun.
Yeah.
So this year they said, hey, we're going to Japan, and I'm 30 years old now, and I said, not doing it. I'm not going to Japan. I don't want to do it. And they really tried guilting me. It's a free trip to Japan. You're stupid to turn this down. We're paying for it. Come on. We're all older now. We won't get in fights. And pardon me, because I've always wanted to go to Japan.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I should just do it, right?
Yeah.
I should just do it, but I didn't do it. Yesterday, my parents were in town, and my younger brother. So the whole family was together.
Yeah.
And we went to the car show at the downtown convention
Yeah.
center. So we were with each other one day.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
Miserable.
But it was good.
Yeah.
Because in that moment I was like, I am so glad I said no to Japan. Like,
makes
this
sense.
was the right choice to do.
You know what you gotta do? Because my family have the same issues. We're great apart. We horrible together. Get separate rooms and have times to hang out. Like, I'll meet you for breakfast, Mom, then I'm gone the rest of the day. I'll meet you for dinner. Like, just don't be with each other the whole time. You know?
Yeah, that's
like, I
true.
go home and I get a hotel or Airbnb. I don't stay at my mom's house now because it's like I don't even want to. I'm gone. You know. What I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's smart.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So if we could commit to something like that, that's why I'm thinking. I think we'll be able to do family vacations again.
Yeah.
Once we're all independent enough to where I could say, I'll meet you in Japan. I'll pay for my own Japan trip.
Or maybe you have a family and kids.
Yeah, I have family, kids, or just I'll go to Japan, but you're not. It's not a family trip where you're paying for it. Like Why
does that matter? You're there.
Because it creates that dynamic where if I'm like, I'm going to go to Japan and I'll meet up with you for dinner, but I'm going to go do my own thing. They're like, we're not paying for you to come to Japan and do your own
that
thing.
Makes sense. That makes sense. They've held their money all over you.
Yeah, so it's got to be, I'm a financially independent vacationer, and then I could do family vacation.
My family can't get along to Six Flags. You going to Japan and Africa. That's crazy. I love the white privilege I'm learning.
That's not white privilege.
Learn how white you are.
That's just money.
Like,
Black people can have money and go to Japan too.
They do. I'm sure they do. A lot of
if you're Kobe Bryant's kids, you're probably going to Japan.
Kobe Bryant's kids are going to Japan. Barack Obama's kids are going to Japan.
That's not a white thing. That's a money thing.
Yeah, but they're still like, you should pay for this trip to go across the world. You can't go.
Also, I've never been white until I moved to Los Angeles.
Where you from?
San Diego.
San Diego. That's not
my whole life. I was a Jewish kid.
Okay.
But now that I'm in LA, straight white guy.
Yeah, you're white everywhere else.
I always felt like a minority my whole life. That's what's so weird.
Well, you're in San Diego.
Yeah.
If you were in New York or Chicago,
in New Mexico, in Roswell.
Yeah,
my God,
you were the Jewish kid.
I was a Jewish kid.
How'd they treat you out there?
It's like
is there bullying at military schools?
Oh yeah, there's insane. I'd say more hardcore bullying than regular schools. But you still find your group of friends.
But are all the kids there disciplinary kids? Or?
It's a mix between military kids who are their families was in the military and they want to go in the military and disciplinary stuff.
And most of those kids at school go to the military?
Most of them do.
You're like, I'm not doing this shit.
They kind of brainwashed me. I wanted to join the military for a while.
I was in ROTC. I get it.
I had them when I was 17 because I ended up transferring back to regular high school.
Yeah.
And I had the Marine recruiters come to my parents' house to sign the papers.
Wow.
When I was 7, because when you're 17, you could join the military if your parents sign off that it's okay. So I had them come. My mom starts crying.
Wow.
Won't sign the papers.
Wow.
And then I went to college when I was 18. I was like, okay, well then I'll go to college and maybe I'll join the military right after college. Mm-hmm. Go in as an officer. Mm-hmm. So I go to college. I end up getting my first girlfriend, smoking weed.
Saw the world,
and I was like, I don't need the military.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's how they get you and shit. They go, just go to college, get your stuff, and you come out, you'll be an officer, you have power. You go, all right. That's how they get you.
I realized that people who join the military are virgins.
Okay.
People who
come from extremely patriotic families.
Extreme patriotic family, poor. Yeah. That's it. It's not really if you're having a good life.
And you got something going on.
If you're making money, if you're making money and you have a girl, you're not joining the military.
But if you don't feel like there's nothing, well, what am I doing after high school? I don't know. Military is a fantastic option.
Yeah, I love the military.
Yeah,
I consider myself a patriotic human being.
Yeah.
I get along from military school. I now have a spot in my heart for people who are in the military. I always feel like I can relate to them on another level.
I get it now. Being in RTC is like, oh, if I got nothing else to do, travel the world to get paid for and fight for your country. It's a great option. But if you got something else to do.
Mm-hmm. If there was a draft, if there was a military draft right now, I don't know if this is actually true because who knows when it actually happens, but I like to think that I would go.
You're too old. They would draft.
Well, if there was a draft,
it'd be 18 to like 24, 25.
30 doesn't get drafted. I thought 30-year-olds get drafted.
No, it was like 18 to 20. Think about how many 18 to 24-year-olds there are.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's millions.
Damn.
Our military is only 1 million people, and that's not even.
Well, I'd volunteer.
I mean, they probably take you. You have technical skills.
I want to kill some people.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, military is great. But I get that's where you went to a military school. Wow, we almost joined. Isn't that crazy?
Almost.
I would have been in the military.
Me too. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have done career. I would have done 4 years and I'm out.
You know, also what is? It was fun when I was in school because in DC, because then you get three classes. You get ROTC class or easy A's, right? And you got the uniform on Thursday, and they just assume you're always going to the bases and doing stuff. So you could leave school on your own. So we would skip school. I had 82 absences my senior year.
Yeah, so it gives you a good chance to ditch.
You can stitch and blah, blah, blah. All you had to do was be there on Thursday. I really only had to go to school on Thursday where I had to wear the uniform.
That's awesome.
Really.
And did you go to college or no?
I went to Maryland, University of Maryland.
And graduated?
I graduated, yeah.
Sweet.
So it was an easy, simple.
Yeah.
And Maryland was the greatest. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't know. I just wanted to hang out and fuck around with my friends. And then my mom was like, "What do you?" She called it the 3 M's. She said Maryland school, Maryland, McDonald's, and military. She gave me a 3 M. I remember she said the 3 M's. Mm-hmm. And so I ended up going to Maryland because I ended up having good grades.
Did you ever work at McDonald's?
I did. I worked at McDonald's in high school.
Wow.
For 2 years. I was great too.
2 years?
2 years.
So your brother worked there too or just
my
you?
Brother, the thing with this is funny. My brother, you couldn't, siblings had to work together, right? At a certain age.
What do you mean had to work together?
Like you couldn't, if the siblings worked together at a certain age, they had to be together. Just for whatever. After like 8 o'clock or
at McDonald's?
Shit. Yeah, at any job, minimum wage job.
So
my brother and I had to work the same hours. So I was on the front line and I was on drive-through after hours, and he worked the grill. And our manager would be in the back counting money. So me and my brother used to run the McDonald's from like 10 to 12 on school nights, which was illegal. But we needed that money.
Illegal because when you're in school, they're supposed to get you off at a certain time? Yeah, you got to be home at like 8. You got to get off at 8 or something. Okay, I didn't know But we didn't give a shit. And clearly McDonald's in D.C., Maryland didn't give a fuck. Yeah. So we both worked. They would send everybody home because me and Terrence had to stay. So me and my brother would work the shifts, the whole shift by ourselves. We used to run that bitch too. Yeah. It probably makes it a little better if it's just you guys doing
it's easier. Yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I knew how to do everything he did too, so.
When I talk about Dollar Shave Club, I can't stress enough the quality of their products. They've spent years developing, crafting, refining everything. They have everything I use to look, feel, and smell my best. You name it, they have it, and I use it. I've been a Dollar Shave Club member for years. And I have to tell you, I genuinely like their razors. They don't leave me with razor burn as much as those ones from the dollar store do. And as amazing as their shave stuff is, Dollar Shave Club is more than just razors. Dollar Shave Club has you covered head to toe. They have everything you need to shower, shave, style your hair, brush your teeth, and even wipe your butt. And Dollar Shave Club can keep you automatically stocked up on the products you use. You get what you want whenever you need it, whether that's once a month or a few times a year. I never have to waste time at the store wondering if what I'm getting is any good. As a Dollar Shave Club member, I know what I'm getting is the highest quality stuff you could put on your face with metal that is sharp. And that sounds scary and dangerous, but you want your metal on your face to be sharp. You don't want that dull stuff you get from the cheap brands. And right now, you can put the quality of Dollar Shave Club's products to the test. Their Ultimate Shave Starter Set has basically everything you need for an amazing shave. The Executive Razor, Shave Butter, Prep Scrub, and Post Shave Dew. The best part is you can try it for just $5. After that, the restock box ships regular size products at regular prices. Get your ultimate starter set for just $5 at dollarshaveclub.com/unlicensed therapy. That's dollarshaveclub.com/unlicensed therapy. Support the Dollar Shave Club and support the podcast in return. Please do that and get a good shave. And if you're a lady, use it to shave your legs. Girls like using razors that I use because it's hot. Enjoy the rest of the show.
when I was in college, I knew this kid who drove around a brand new Corvette.
Yeah.
And he was, 19.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and his parents bought it for him.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey man, like, how'd you get a Corvette? And he goes, oh, my parents own a bunch of McDonald's.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, my plan is to go to school, and then McDonald's has McDonald's University, where they teach people how to run McDonald's, basically. So that was his plan, was to go to McDonald's University and then buy McDonald's. That was his life dream.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you can make money off that shit.
Oh, yeah. A general manager at McDonald's, just ran a McDonald's down the street, I think makes almost $100,000 a year.
That's crazy. They might work their ass
McDonald's.
off, though.
Yeah.
Did you always want to be a comedian?
I always liked comedy and liked attention. And
Wait, this is my
being the class
podcast now.
clown.
Yeah, welcome to Unlicensed Therapy.
Unlicensed Therapy. So I always kind of had the idea, but I didn't really know how to go about it. I didn't know, it didn't seem realistic.
Yeah.
I knew, I was smart enough to know it's, it's unrealistic to make it in comedy. It's so hard and competitive.
Yeah.
But then I hit an age where I was like, I don't care. That's
Great.
what I want to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
But maybe I wish I realized that younger.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But it's all good.
That makes sense.
Life's good.
Yeah.
What about you? You always wanted to do it?
No, man. I didn't want to be a comic until I moved to LA.
What'd you move to LA for then?
I did theater in college.
Oh, so you wanted to do acting?
I was going to be an actor. I am an actor, but I was going to do. I moved to LA to do theater, which is so stupid.
Why not New York?
I lived in New York as an intern. I worked at MTV, and
Okay.
I hated New York. I hated everything about New York.
But you like it now, right?
I love it now. I love it. It's probably my favorite city, one of my favorite cities, next to Austin. But I hated it. I was there for 3 months. I hated it. I don't want to live in New York, so I'm gonna go to LA, do theater, which is dumb. And I just got into comedy out here, and it just kind of happened, and the scene just kind of engulfs you, and then comedy started working for me, and there it was, man. There it was. So everybody's funny. We're all funny. You know what I'm saying?
Not everyone, but yeah, I go.
But coming up, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens is I kept winning funniest this or class clown or funniest supervisor or funniest summer camp dude.
Yeah, you were funny.
And it's stuff like I was like, whatever. You don't think of it like that.
Yeah.
And everybody else told me I was going to be a comedian. I didn't.
Right.
I like, that's corny. I'm going to go bomb. Like, I don't know how to do it. I didn't know any comedians. So to me, it was just something that Martin Lawrence was just, you can't do that. Like, that's just some crazy thing that people do.
Yeah.
I didn't think of myself as that. I feel like I can go get a regular job. And then I get here and I'm depressed. I got fired from Cheesecake Factory. Seriously.
The one at the Grove?
The one at in Pasadena.
Okay, Pasadena.
And on my way home, I drive past a Ha Comedy Club, the one old one, and I just stop and I go in, and that was it. Like, I never.
You went in to watch?
I just went in. I was like, I'm going home. I'm fired. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've only been here for a month. I just went in. I don't know why. I just went in, and that was it. And I had never.
But when you went in that time, did you watch the show?
I watched the open mic.
Got it. And
I watched
did you
the
go
open
up?
mic. No, I watched the open mic. It was packed for some reason, and I was just like, okay. And I remember thinking really arrogantly, I gotta be funnier than these motherfuckers.
A lot of people start that way. They watch really bad stand-up and they go, I could do that.
Exactly. That's probably what happened. Yeah. But and you most likely you can. If you can, everybody was so bad.
Yeah.
And I know I've gotten laughs just being doing stuff on stage and plays, which is so ignorant. But you need a little bit of false sense of confidence being a comedian.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had never thought about being in stand up before that moment. I never thought about. I've been told it, but I never thought about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you went gung ho because you work hard. You work really hard.
I worked harder back then. I was the open mic beast.
So why do you think you don't work as hard now?
I do work. I don't go to open mics every single day. Like it was
but you work. You just put your hard work into other avenues.
I do, but I'm a little more comfortable with certain things. We can always work harder. Like, for example, I don't have a podcast. We just talked about that. I should, as much as I talk, I should have. I'm known as one of the big mouths of comedy. I'm fully self-aware of my reputation. So I should have a podcast, but it's just certain things I just don't want to do. But
well, now that I'm building the studio,
you got the studio now. Yeah, so comedy was never an option for me before.
Yeah, podcast. I mean, why not, right? I feel like it's weird. It's part of being amazing. A comedian now.
I think it's probably the best thing that ever happened to comedians.
It seems like every comedian has a podcast. Are you a comedian? Oh, well, what's your podcast?
Exactly. I think it is the best thing that happened to comics in the last decade. Because now you can have your own audience. You can't get you can't get canceled because you got your own audience.
That's true. It gives you the power, more power.
Gives you more power. I think it's the best thing for us.
Takes power away from this shitty town.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Are you on any TV shows right now? I feel like you're always on something.
I'm actually going to do a TV show right after this.
Which one?
Just a BT thing I'm doing for them.
Like a scripted thing, or
no, like I'm telling jokes about old videos. It's like a quick little thing I'm gonna do for a couple of hours, and then I just did a Will Smith thing in Vegas.
Oh, what was that? I saw a bunch of people on that. It was you, Jackie Fabulous.
Yeah, Jackie showed everybody shit. It was like Will. I helped write with Will last year for this thing, and then he's doing like a stand up thing where he's like presenting comics.
Got it. So
almost like Bill Burr presents.
Got
right?
it. So he's hosting a stand up show.
Not hosting. He's like being he's like the face. I'm presenting.
So
hey guys.
But you did stand up comedy on
yes.
this Will
So he
Smith
picked
thing.
like 12 comics, myself and like Jackie Fabulous, Baron Vaughn, Megan Gailey. You know Megan Gailey?
Yeah.
She's
a bunch
great.
of really funny people.
Yeah, a bunch of really funny people. Clayton Smith.
And then how much time did you do on that?
We did about 10, and they're gonna probably air like 2 minutes. So it's not like even a burn.
2 minutes.
They're gonna like air. Most of the show is gonna be us chilling with Will.
Got it.
How we got into comedy, our life with comedy, and then how it relates to our set. And they're gonna flash back. They're gonna
Got
cut
it.
to
So
our
it's
sets.
like a Carson Daly type talking.
Yeah. They're gonna do-
documentary. Yeah.
2 comics an episode, and we shot that in Vegas.
Was it
last
fun?
week? It was. Come on, it's Will Smith.
Was he fun? Is he tight?
He's the best.
He's
the
the
dope.
shit?
He's the dopest
Yeah.
dude in the world. And all the comics got to hang out. Comics I didn't know. I know Punky. I didn't know Punky. You know.
Oh yeah. For some reason, I assumed you guys did know each other.
I know
really
her. I know her. I see her. We've done shows together. But
Yeah.
you know, Shane Torres, Sean Patton. These guys, these New York guys. And so we all got to hang out and kick it and drink and party. And it was definitely a highlight.
Did you guys go to strip clubs?
Terrell goes to strip clubs. Everybody else don't go.
When you were in Vegas though for the Will Smith thing.
I've been to so many strip clubs in Vegas. I mean,
Yeah.
we did a lot of bar drinking and stuff. So
Bar stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It
That's
was cool. It was
Did
fun.
Will Smith give anyone any advice? Does he do that kind of thing, or is it
Not
more just hanging
really,
with Will?
man. You know what? Because he respects what we do. Because think about it, Will's done everything. He's won Grammys. He's got nominations for Oscars. He had a great TV show. He's done everything. The one thing he hasn't done is really fully done his stand up. He did that little thing.
Yeah.
So
there was that episode of Fresh Prince where he did it.
Yes, and he bombed. D.L. Hughley
Yeah.
was on that episode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I gotta
D.L. Hughley
rewatch
was
it.
his boy who got him into it. And he just kind of, he respects the craft so much. He just let us do our thing, man. And it's like literally, comics did what they did, said what they said, and Will just sat there and laughed for his family and friends. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
That's
get
exciting.
involved, you know.
Are you guys on a texting relationship now? Are you cool? Could you text Will and say, "What's up, man? How's your day?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he'd
we're
be like,
cool.
"Oh, I'm good, man. How are you?"
Yeah. We've been
That's
cool for a little while
sick,
now,
dude.
I'm not. He's not my.
You could quit.
I'm not going to. I'm not
You
going to.
did it.
I didn't get invited.
texting
I'm not,
with
I didn't
Will
get invited
Smith?
for Thanksgiving, but
Sure.
just not. It's not like we don't. It's like great. Yo, you were great, and Gemini man. I don't care what nobody said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just little stuff like
I'd
that.
say quit now.
Yeah. Just it's
You
cool.
made it.
He's cool. I haven't gotten the
Will Smith.
Thanksgiving invite, so I still got some ways to go.
Well, you got to go to DC. Spend
That's
time
true.
with the family.
I didn't get the call to go hang out for all the parties.
Are there any issues in your life I could help you with?
Yeah, man. You're giving me therapy, right?
Yeah, I'm here to help you.
You consider yourself a certified therapist?
I'm we'll call myself certified.
I
I certified myself.
Okay, that works. I do. I have commitment issues
To women?
to women.
What about men? Have you tried men?
I'm not really into men. It's not really my thing.
Would you? Okay, here's a question for you because I heard that black people don't do gay stuff.
Gay stuff, what?
Like, if I had a sitcom and I wanted you to play a gay guy and you had to make out with a guy, would you do it?
I don't know. Depends. How big is it? What kind of role we talking about?
Guest star.
Guest star?
Yeah, you get like 10 grand for the episode.
Is it a
10K.
drama or is it a comedy?
Either one.
I think a comedy will be just for the image of gay guys being gay. I think if you're making fun of gay people.
No, it wouldn't be making. You're just playing an actual
A
gay
drama, man.
Yeah.
We gotta listen. If it's
Would
a
you?
drama,
Would you make out with a man for 10 grand on a?
how beautiful is the man?
He's hot.
Oh man, you talking about what level of hot are we talking about?
It's Will Smith.
Oh jeez, nah, that's my man. I ain't Will Smith. No, I don't know. I never thought about. I never really thought. I come from theater, so in the theater you play the role. I never thought about I'm gonna make out with a guy. I never like. It never even came up my mind.
So you'd say no.
I don't know what I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, do you look at like what's Moonlight? That
Moonlight.
Would you do? So well.
Yeah, would you do Moonlight?
That was great.
Well, so you do Moonlight.
Moonlight
if it was really
great.
so, if it's really good, you'll do it.
For example, like say I got cast as James Baldwin, right? Which is a thing I would love to do.
James what?
James Baldwin,
I don't even know that.
the actor.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I'm sorry, the poet, the writer, the philanthropist.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him.
You know James Baldwin.
But
James Baldwin was gay.
Okay.
He's one of the greatest.
So you'd play James Baldwin.
I would love to play James Baldwin.
God, so you do it if it's the right thing.
Like something that's important. I don't want to make fun of. Right
Sure.
now, Hollywood's like, oh, we can get gay guys, black guys are being gay, so let's make it a thing. Like it's a hot thing.
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous. Like even transgender community, we got to have a trans story.
Right.
No, do a good role. Like James Baldwin was a gay black. He was great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but yeah, he sounds great.
Idris Elba was gay in Beasts of No Nation.
Okay, so back to your commitment issues with women.
Yes.
Now, when you say you have commitment issues, that means like you cheat a lot. Do you just get bored easily and break it off fast? What do you mean?
I'm hard pressed to date. Like it's gonna be hard for me to. It's hard for me to commit to a relationship. I mean, you got to be.
It.
Like I mean.
And it's past. You're saying it's not that you're picky. It's just that.
I am picky. I've only had two
But
real
would you
girlfriends.
say, is that the issue, that you're too picky, or is the issue that you just don't want to commit?
I look at the word girlfriend as you're on the track to be my wife.
Right.
So you got to be wife. I want you to be my wife. I don't just have a girlfriend.
Right. You're not gonna make it if you know you're not gonna marry her or
Exactly.
spend the
I know
rest
from the
of
jump.
You're
I'm
not
gonna date a
make
girl.
her
But
your
like,
girlfriend.
let's see where this goes. I'm not that guy. Let's see where this goes. I'll sleep with her. Let's see where this goes. Can kick it.
That
hang
sounds
out.
healthy to me.
But
how
I'm
old are
not
you?
making anybody my girlfriend because we're just cool. Can she be my wife? You'll know that the first, second, third time you hang out. Like this could be like something real. If not, I'm gonna sleep with her.
I think that sounds healthy to me.
But that might be a commitment issue because I can't. I've dated girls for years, off and on, physical, and not made them my girlfriend. And they said, "Well, you can't
But
commit."
it's because you know that you didn't want
I
to
know
spend
this
the
is
rest
going
of
to
your-
end up.
Yeah.
This is going to be.
So to me, that's healthy.
To them, I got commitment issues.
I think. I mean, when was the last time you actually had a relationship, though?
2 years ago, I had a girlfriend who I actually was in love with, who I'm probably still in love with.
So she ended. She ended it then.
She ended it. I ended it, and then immediately regretted it in the conversation.
late.
And then she was like, "No, this is probably best for us." I'm like, "Whoa, no." So she probably was already kind of there. Yeah. So I've only had two real girlfriends, two girlfriends that met my mother. You know what I mean?
think you're just picky.
That could be bad, man.
How old are you?
How do you think I am?
I want to say you're older than me. I'm 30.
I look that good? You know what? It's the lotion. It's the dermatology lotion.
I want to say 32.
I'll keep that. Let's keep it stay with that. I like that.
Oh, you keep it a secret. your
No,
age.
I like that. I wonder what people say. I'm gonna go to another show after this, a podcast later on, and I'm asking them the same question. How old do you think?
So you're
I am?
older than 32.
Yeah.
Really?
I
You
look
look
at
great.
that. Thank you. You know what
Yeah.
it is? Water, and I don't masturbate.
Black don't crack.
That might be true.
Yeah.
My mom looks amazing.
Yeah.
My
Asian
mom.
people, black people, they age so much better than.
But when Asians
white.
age, they age. Like when it
Like they-
starts,
yeah,
like
like
from
what?
with 50, they'll look like they're 25.
Yeah.
But when they hit 60,
Yeah.
it's like
Boom.
gone, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And black people a little bit later. When black people get old, when they get 80, they look old. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
blacks and Asians are good from like 16 to I want to say 45.
I think I'd rather have that.
What?
Like, I don't mind. Once you're old, you look old. Okay, fine.
Yeah. But look at Halle Berry, bro.
She
She's
looks amazing.
51. Look at J-Lo.
J-Lo, she's
51,
But
I
she's
think.
what, Hispanic?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look
Look
good.
at Angela Bassett, dog. She got to be damn near 60.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
Angela
You got to get more
Bassett.
black actors in your life, man. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, no, I'm single too. I haven't had one in over a year.
I remember you did have one of those some time ago.
But
yeah.
it's tough too, just where we live and what we do to get a girlfriend.
It
too.
is tough. It's very tough. Girls don't like when you leave out of town every 3 weeks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they don't like that you don't have a stable job and
Yeah. And I tell women, I say, you know, my comedy's my girlfriend. You're my girlfriend, and real life with comedy, like I'm real, man. If it's your birthday and I got a show at 8, I'll be there at 9. You know what I'm saying? I really I treat this shit so seriously, you know? To my own detriment, I think.
I don't think so. That's why you're doing well.
Okay.
People who half-ass it,
Yeah.
they get half-ass results.
Yeah. I think one of the reasons I tell people this all the time is because I didn't have a backup plan. I think people that don't have a backup, I had nowhere else to go. I had to go to LA and I had to make a living out of this. I had no, my mom, I had nothing else to go. I had nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
I had a degree, but it was this or nothing. And when you take that approach, when you get depressed, I couldn't just run back to Maryland, D.C. after I got fired. I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
So when you got no choice.
It's a thing. If you have a steady job, and you get comfortable, you're not gonna commit to comedy. And some people don't get it. My parents, they still say to me, you could get a job and do comedy on the side. I go, no, you don't get it.
People don't get it unless you do it.
Yeah.
When you have to steal your roommate's crackers.
You stole your roommate's crackers?
Like years ago. Like I might have stole a
like
cracker.
Saltines?
Ate some of his crackers and some chips. When you got to steal your roommate's shit. But it's like, you got roommates we can share.
Were these Lay's?
But I would like eat. They were like Lay's and like the weird can. Not the plastic can, not the old school one.
And so did you ever tell him or you just kept it a secret?
They just were gone.
And no one ever said anything. He never said, hey, did you eat my chips?
He probably didn't say anything. He probably
never became an issue.
He probably didn't even care. He probably didn't even notice.
Dude, if I had a roommate that ate my chips, I'd be pissed.
You would be, but it's one of those things where I'm not saying it was right. I'm starving. I'm hungry.
Right. No, I get it. You got to eat. But
and it was like either I'm gonna pay that $5 open mic, or I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna pay that $5 open mic.
Chips.
It was that serious for me.
The other night, I had a party at my apartment.
I wasn't invited.
I apologize. It wasn't like a big party. Maybe 20. I want to say kickback. 20 people.
I could have been.
It was me and Matt Lockwood.
Yeah.
We were hanging out one-on-one, platonically, just as friends.
That's cool.
And we said, hey, we were bored. We're like, let's see if we could get people to come over and have a little party. So we both just started texting a bunch of people on our phone. An hour and a half goes by. No one's there. We look at each other, we're like, man, we are losers. We can't get people to come over for a party.
Yeah.
Then 2 hours in, people start showing up, and it turned into a thing. There was like 20 people there. It was fun. The next morning, I wake up, clean my place. I realize I'm missing a pan. Someone stole a frying pan from my kitchen.
Why do people do that?
I don't know. I don't know if they thought it was funny because there were a lot of comics there, or
it had to be a funny thing.
What it was, but it wasn't funny to me. I'm like, I invite people over, kindness, let them in my home, get everyone alcohol, all this shit, and a pan's missing. I was so pissed. I said, I'm never throwing a party again.
Really?
That's it, over this $12 pan.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm done with parties.
Wow.
But then today, I found it. Someone had stashed it in a weird drawer where it wasn't supposed to be. I have no idea why.
Are you still like about the one having a party because of that? Are you still pissed?
Now I'm willing to have a party again.
I've been to one party here, on accident, I think. But
I know that was the first one I ever had.
No, I'm sorry. We had an after party after the show.
Oh yeah. You came to the apartment show. Yeah. It was like
cool.
that. It was basically like that.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I met a cute girl here too. I forgot who it was.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I want to know who it is now.
Some cute girl I met. I forget who it was. Whatever. I like regular people.
Yeah.
Who aren't from here.
They're way better.
I don't like. I've dated a couple girls who are from here, but I like regular people who aren't from here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just who not in the industry, don't know anything about it.
Normal people.
I dated a lot of lawyers, which is weird. They would date me.
And do they give you money? Sugar mama?
I've never had a
sugar mama.
I've never had a woman give me money. I've had a woman fly me places and take me on trips.
That's pretty cool.
I've had a woman fly me, but I've never had like a pay my rent, pay my bills. Like, I want you to come to Miami. Like, I can't. I'll just fuck it. I'll fly you there, and then put me up hotel, fly me to New York, fly me to.
Wait, why the hotel? She didn't stay with you?
We might have stayed in the hotel that weekend or something.
Yeah. What has been your biggest regret or failure?
Failure?
Is there ever like an audition where you're like, fuck, if I only gotten that, or you were so close to something, you chose not to do something where you're like, man, what would my life be like if I did this? Okay.
You want just one?
No, you could do a couple.
I auditioned for James Brown. Get on up. The Chadwick Boseman movie.
Okay.
Right? And that's like the only audition I really, really wanted. Because I love James Brown. I knew the moves. I rehearsed. I went to acting coaches. I bust my ass to get that role. I knew the chances were slim because usually for something like that, you want like somebody who's already had a name. This guy was fresh off of Jackie Robinson story. Mm-hmm. And I just got my agent. It was like I pushed, let me get in this room. Rell, they don't want to see you. You haven't released. I want this audition. and I thought I'm gonna get this bitch.
Yeah.
And I auditioned, I danced, I trained. I didn't get a call back.
Damn.
And it hurt. And the chances were slim to none. But I worked so hard. Most things I've done in my life, if I worked really hard, I usually got it. If I ever wanted a girl and I worked really hard, I got her. If I wanted to make the drill team, basketball team, anytime I committed myself to something, I usually got. If I put 110%, I really believe in that. And that's the one thing I didn't do. I have roast battle regrets, obviously. Not what happened, because that would have happened. I regret that we weren't smarter businessmen, because all of us could have been multi-millionaires because of roast battle.
Interesting. Can you talk about that? What do
Roast
you mean
battle is a global phenomenon.
Oh, just the fact that like a lot of people do roast battle shows
all over the world,
and
it's the
Moses. No one's getting a cut.
No one's getting major cut. We all got money. We're all still getting money. I know I am. I'm sure they are too. But we should have treated it like the NBA, whereas the NBA has NBA China, NBA or MTV Awards has MTV Awards China, MTV Awards France, MTV Awards.
Right.
We didn't make it a conglomerate. We didn't know. We don't have the business infrastructure, and roast battle is huge.
But that's hard. You know what I mean? It's like you didn't know it was going to become this thing.
You don't. But I think we should have figured it out, because I know I got friends in Edinburgh.
And is it too late?
Yeah, it kind of is. We're all over the place and stuff, and people already established their stuff. I got friends who went to Edinburgh and Scotland and said roast battle is sold out, killing here. I got friends in Japan. I got friends in Korea.
Yeah.
People in Mexico. Comedy Central has 3 different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My show in New York does really, really well, but the LA show's still doing good. It's in Chicago, it's in St. Louis. It's a whole conglomerate of roast battles, and I did that. I was drunk on a whack night, chilling in the belly room, and Moses was the host, and we just did it. You know what I mean? And
I still remember. I was in the
you
room.
Were there. You were part of the
days.
people that was around. You were one of the first guys that wrote like a thing or something, right?
I never. Oh yeah, maybe we wrote like an internet thing, but I never. I still to this day have never done a battle because it's terrifying.
I forgot this. I forgot this a long time ago. If we had been smarter businessmen, we could all be multi-millionaires with leasing that brand out. You know what I mean? Because Nike's everywhere.
Right.
And that's a huge regret I think about every once in a while. I think, damn, we could have made.
So that James Brown role.
James Brown, yeah.
And roast battle.
And
roast, the two where you're like,
not what happened, because what happened had to happen.
Right.
That's my biggest lesson in ever. It was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Thus far in my career, one of the best things. Because I think if it wasn't for that, I would have excelled to where I am now, which isn't where I want to be, but it definitely shot it was an adrenaline rush in my career.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, man. Like Puffy always talks about he got fired from Uptown, and when he got fired from Uptown, it enabled him to go and create Bad Boy, and he never would have got Biggie and created Bad Boy Records and been this billionaire if it wasn't for getting fired. So the roast battle thing pushed my career to a whole other level. Yeah. But I do regret, man, we could have made off of just financially, man, because I know how much I make from the Comedy Central show still. And I know how much I make from New York and the other festivals and stuff I do.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what we could have made
if it was that global.
Australia and France, like it would have been crazy. Because wherever there's comedy, you can have roast battle. There's comedy in Dubai.
Sure,
you can have roast battle in Dubai,
and they do. Wherever there's comedy, they do have roast battle. Might not, if it's not called roast battle, it's the same thing.
I went to, and I get invited all over the world to do like host roast battle events and stuff. I remember I was in Vancouver, just hanging out with a friend. I'm walking down the neighborhood and I see a sign that says roast battle. I go, what? I walk in, it's a packed show with our insignia, everything. It's a roast battle. I'm sitting in the back just chilling. Nobody knows who I am. I'm just chilling, blah, blah, blah. And I remember some girl said, "You're Rell battle." I said, "Yeah." She had saw it at LA, brought it to Vancouver. We had no idea. But you can't do nothing. And this is a packed show, 500 kids.
Yeah. And and you don't want to sit there and go, "This is my shit. Give me money."
It's weird, man. I'm so like past that whole thing.
Yeah.
That I wasn't mad. I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
It wasn't anger. The anger's gone. It was just like, dang. I was probably angry 2 days throughout that whole situation. I never told anybody this. 2 days. Then I had to take care of some other shit. But I was looking like, damn. And I didn't see the roast battle Montreal. I didn't see roast battle Halifax, Canada. I mean, Canada. It's probably just as big in Canada as it is in the States. Yeah. So that's my one biggest regret. Like, damn, we could have made.
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up, but
since
you've referenced it a bunch of times, what you're talking about is Rell was one of the creators of Roast Battle, which is a popular TV show, started a show in a belly room, and then I don't even know the full story, but it was you had a falling out essentially with
I'm not going to
Moses and Jeff Ross. Yeah, so but essentially that's
everybody,
what it was.
Everybody else has talked about it so much.
Right. But that's essentially what we're referencing. Yeah. In case you're like, what are they talking about?
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I threw something out there. But yeah, other than that, those are my only two regrets, really, in comedy. I think everything else has been great. I don't have a job. I get paid to do this. It's like what
would you do? So like you mentioned, like that could have made you millions and millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. If you had millions and millions of dollars, what would be different? Would you just own a house?
I'd still be here talking to you. You know, the great thing about comedy.
But do you have a thing in your head where you're like, man, if I was rich, I'd have that. Like, is there anything you want to buy?
I put it like this, and this is me being in complete honesty and humility.
Yeah.
I did really well on a TV show for 2 years. Mm-hmm. It was more money I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't even expect to get the show. And then Rose Battle came out the same month, right? So 2017, that early was like the shit for me, right? And it was because all the beef was over and all the shit was figured out.
Yeah.
So when I worked so hard to get to this place that when I had money, it was the same. It was like, okay, I every shoe I want, I get now. You know what I'm saying? But when I think about it, that was never. I don't want to be like some. I'm a
sure. You're not driven by money.
I never cared for it, and that's why, all the shit happened in Roast Battle because nobody was really caring. Nobody was thinking about the money. That's why all the shit got blown up and crazy and taken and somebody took this and that happened. All the controversy because nobody was thinking about the money.
Yeah.
And once I was able to get I'm not rich at all. Once I was able to get a certain amount of money, I was like, I got this house. You've been in my crib, like. Yeah. The dogs, I got shoes, but I don't really care for a house. I don't know, or a big, No,
that's fair.
I don't care for a big car. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of cool, man. I like being able to go to New York for a month and get an Airbnb and go do stand-up. I like going to France by myself for a weekend or a week. I like being able to take a nice young lady out to dinner. Maybe when I get kids, I'll want some of that stuff.
Right. Hey, that's a good thing because then you could also, it gives you the power to say no.
That's true. And I say no as if I'm famous. Yeah. I say no a lot, which is a problem, which my accountant hates. But it's like, if I don't got to do it, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if you don't think it's going to be good. For me, it's if I think it's going to be bad, I don't do it.
Combination of both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll still do things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, I don't want my name on that, whatever that's going to be.
I agree.
Then I'll say no.
I agree, but that's a taste thing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
true.
agree.
Yeah. Subjective.
So I wish I had more. If I had more desire for money, I have a better career. I really believe that. Because I would do every fucking thing on the planet.
Well, that might not be better. You don't want to be. I don't know. I don't know who says yes to everything. But
yeah. A lot of people say yes to everything.
Yeah.
So nobody cares if you do good work. If you got like shitty, how many bad? I don't know.
Maybe industry doesn't care, but people. Eventually, I assume you want.
Man, I stopped caring about comics.
Yeah.
That's the thing I tell people all the time. Don't give a fuck about what comics are saying.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you are headlining the fucking show, and you in somewhere, people gonna fuck with you. Nobody cares. People still opening up for Carlos Mencia.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? Carlos Mencia go take a comic. Most likely gonna go. So I don't be worried about comics, man. Because comics, everybody has their fucking thing. You know what I mean? So I don't care about that.
I think most people like you. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I think I'm good with the community.
You're pretty well liked.
I mind my business.
Well liked guy.
I try to mind my business.
Nice guy.
Man.
Hardworking guy. Not really much bad things to say.
Yeah, I'm a chill guy, man. I don't want no problems with nobody, man. Mm-hmm. Minding your business. I think that's important. Don't get involved in people's shit. Mind your fucking business.
Keep your head down.
Keep your head down. Just mind your business. Don't like I literally do not give a fuck about what else is going on. It's a selfish way of thinking. I'm worried about me and my career, and I'm cool with everybody. But I'm not getting in your shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm a good person. Be a good person.
Sounds like you have a good head on your shoulders. Not much therapy to give you, really.
Because I still don't believe I'm getting to do this, man. Oh, I need lots of therapy. Don't get me wrong. I got a lot of issues.
Just the commitment issue.
It's coming from a very egocentric point of view, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about anything else. So I'm focused. I got blinders on. Just like I don't care about other people in a sense. You know what I mean?
So maybe that's what you need. Give back.
Maybe I can give more.
Dude, the other day I tried to do something really nice just to see how it would feel, and it didn't even feel that good.
You don't even care.
I was hosting potluck at the store, and I had this old person pretend to be my grandmother sitting in the audience.
Yeah.
And she picked her favorite comedian from the open mic.
Okay.
And I gave that comedian $500.
Are you serious?
Cash.
You're
yeah.
fucking lying.
Yeah, I had an envelope. I said, here's what I did. I said, Audrey Stewart was the one who won. And I said, Audrey, congratulations. You were my grandma's favorite. I'm going to give you 2 opportunities. In this hand, you could come back next week and perform in front of the talent coordinator, another spot here at Potluck. In this hand, there's an envelope with a mystery amount of money.
Okay.
She took the spot, of course, right?
Okay.
So I said, okay, just take out the cash and show everyone what you missed out on. So she takes out $500 cash. She's like, damn. And I go,
How many people you think would have took the spot?
if they knew how much money it was.
No, they don't know.
Everyone would have taken the spot.
You think so?
Yeah. If you're a young comic, all you want to do is perform at the Comedy Store. So if you get an envelope with, it could be $10 in there. In which case, what if I was like, here it is, and there's $1? So I think everyone would take the spot, which I knew. So she took the spot, and everyone cheered. She's like, I'm going after my dreams. She took the spot. Then I was like, show everyone what you missed. She pulls out the 500. She's like, oh man. And I said, what do you do for work? And she said, I'm a babysitter. And then I said, you're a comedian now. And I handed her the money.
You gave her the money anyway?
Yeah, I said,
that's so sweet.
I said, what do you do? She said, I'm a babysitter. And I said, you're a comedian now.
That's sweet.
But I did it to be nice. And I'll be honest, like I've never given away that kind of money before. Yeah. I don't have that much money. I have about
crazy
$9,000. So it's a lot of money.
Why would you do that?
So it's just, I wanted, because
you could have got the same effect with $100.
No, I disagree. I think $100 is like, oh, cool. But $500 is like, holy shit, that's a lot of money.
It's going to go around.
Well, I mean, I don't care if it goes around, but just the mental thing, like for example, she was like, oh, okay, I lost out on $100, no big deal. Like that would have been cool. $500, you go, oh shit.
So you paid to feel good about yourself.
Well, that's the crazy part. So the whole day I was nervous about it because I've never given away that kind of money. I can't really. It's financially stupid for me to give away that kind of money. So, and that's why I told myself I had to do it. I was like, I really don't want to do this, so I have to do it. So I did it, and it was whatever. It didn't make me feel. It didn't make you feel any better. It did for like a few minutes, but overall, I'm not going to be doing that again.
Do comics? They say, "Hey, man, all right, that's really cool that you did that."
A couple people did. Yeah, that's cool.
Listen,
not that many people saw it. Whoever was there at Potluck that night.
Being good doesn't listen. Crime doesn't pay, bro. Crime pays. Like being good doesn't. I don't know what you gained. She likes you.
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was cool.
Look at this. She's never going to forget that moment.
It was a. Even though I probably will not be doing that again.
Yeah.
It was an experience.
She's never going to say she blows up and becomes like a Chelsea Handler. She's going to say, Ari did this thing. She's never going to forget that. So you did make up something in her life.
And I thought that too. I was like. I mean, I remember signing up for Potluck for 2 years straight. Mm-hmm. This was when it was twice a week.
Yeah.
Because it used to be twice a week.
Yeah.
And I would spend so essentially putting in, let's say, 10 hours a week to sign up for a 3-minute unpaid spot. So I just kind of wanted to. There's all this negative energy around that with all these. Everyone's there out trying to get the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to put some positivity out there.
Like that's Will Smith's thing, right? People don't know this about Will. Will takes every picture, smiles. He does every Snapchat, every TikTok, every sing song. I'm gonna call my mother, talk to my mom. Hey, what's up, Ma? He does all this that's like mad annoying. And you go, why would you do that? And Will's just like, this is 2 minutes out of my life.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember this. But for that person who called their mother and I'm on the phone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna remember that till they die.
Yeah.
So you're making moments in their life, and to him, it's just like it's a small price to pay. I'm like, why the fuck just leave?
Right.
And I get that, you know what I mean. So it's important. So you're gonna do that for her, but you're gonna mess her up comedically. She's gonna think, oh, comedy's easy. This is fun. Yeah. Everybody's this nice in comedy. Like, no,
I signed up for oh my god, $500 in a spot next week. Life is good.
And the next week, yeah, bitch, get on the back of the list or fuck me to get a spot. You know what I mean? Before she sees how shit really can be in this industry.
She'll get fucked enough times. So she'll wake up to it pretty quick.
Yeah. So you're a good dude for that. I never would have did that.
Yeah, it was an experience. Anything else you want to plug? Anything else you want to share with the people before we get out of here?
Anything else I want to plug, man? Nothing, man. I just got Will Smith show's gonna be coming out soon. It's called.
When's that? Or where is that gonna be?
This Joker. I don't know, but I think early next year. This Joker. And I got anything else going on? Dang, it's Rell Battle with all social media sites, man.
Cool. Thanks for doing the podcast.
Thank you for having me. All right, appreciate it, brother. My man.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Manis.